For the past 8 months, I have been asking for a time to tell him that your people, your president or your person appointed in Punjab is not doing justice to Punjab. He's killing Congress in Punjab. If you're not aware of what's happening beneath you, then I'm sorry. You don't deserve that chair. Why are you talking against corruption when your own people are corrupt? I don't want to live in that party where I can't communicate with my leader. You just need a corrupt person who allows corruption. And yes, you will make 5,000 CR, all of you, and go to hell with Punjab. That's why you lost Punjab. In mere words, that it's like visiting heaven. Because whatever you talk about heaven since childhood, you have those amazing images about heaven. And yes, on my spiritual path, since I was 3 years old, I started on my spiritual path. My first master was my father. He was my guru. Then I met many other gurus, yes, and ultimately, of course, I landed here with Sadhguru when I was going through. I'm actually in touch with him, not physically, otherwise since the past around 30 years, following him around, listening to whatever he says. I've done inner engineering program also online. And I used to watch Shivratri online. I was here after cancer, during my chemotherapy. But then I couldn't do some kriyas and all. So this time I did the Panchabhuta and I could actually sit through Shivratri. So here it is, in normal life you look towards others to find your strength. You believe your husband is your strength, whatever, your children are your strength, okay. But in the end, when you come here, at the end, bottom line, you realize that there is Shiva is within you and Shakti is within you. And the union of the Shiva and Shakti is what I experienced yesterday.
Okay. So you have been the former Punjab minister, and yesterday in an interview you have said that that Modi is more spiritual and Rahul Gandhi, Narendra Modi is more spiritual. It shows his personality. As for Rahul Gandhi, I couldn't understand him. Why?
Yeah, because they need to come here to actually know themselves. You have to be clear about what your soul is demanding, what you are saying. There should not be a difference between what you are speaking and what you actually are. If you are spiritual and, you are opening up boundaries for people so that they evolve, I think that's the most big thing you can give to people. Infrastructure, everything stays elsewhere, which he is doing on his own basis. But connecting mankind to the highest consciousness, that's the ultimate goal for everyone. So there are two things in life which we carry along, not your houses, not your cars, not anything else, but you carry selfless service, not service which you're paid for to do something. That is not service. That is a blessing from God. Okay, I was a doctor and I became a channel to heal people. So and I love doing seva. My satisfaction in life comes from doing selfless service, where here people don't know me. I'm roaming around like I'm staying around. I don't want anyone helping me around. My volunteer appointed by Sadhguru is really mad at me because, I'm lost. Except I needed her for Shivratri to give me a seat to sit. But since the time I'm here, I'm no one. I'm nobody. I don't know anyone. And I was in silence and I was fasting. And I experienced many things. I sat before the Devi. She made me sit there. When you come here, when you enter here, or it started from an anonymous call, from someone, are you going for Shivratri this time? And I said yes. Nothing was planned. I just packed my bags, booked my room, ticket requested for a room inside, and I booked my tickets and they were there. And since I entered the gate, Sadhguru's been guiding me throughout. Like, get up at 6 in the morning. It's a guidance. It's 4:30, you get up. And it says okay, 6 o'clock, go to Shivalinga, Dhyana Linga, so that no one is going to trouble you. You just want to be there. And then 3 times Devi called me. I went for the wrong time for another Abhishekam, and then I went for mine 1 hour prior to what my timing was. I said 12:20, 11:20 I was supposed to be here, and this other time it was 12:20. She wanted me to sit there for long 5 hours. So you are guided by him. Wherever he sees there is a gap in between your upliftment of the soul, so he fills it in. And he's the one who brings a union of Shiva and Shakti, a live example. And that was experienced by ecstasy in each and every cell of my body yesterday. I've been fasting since yesterday morning. And I had so much energy in the night that I could just dance. I danced the whole night. And whenever I tried to be on my seat so that I'm not in a crowd, then Sadhguru would just turn back. And thrice he said, "Oh, you are not an old lady. Come and dance on the stage." So, you felt such belonging for him. Like I was at the back. I wanted people from all over the world who had come here to meet him. Because I feel he's mine, he's here in India, I can meet him anytime. Let those who don't get an opportunity, they should meet him. But he said, no, I know you are there. So that's such a blessing. You are being observed all the time. That's a very important thing because you can't go wrong in life. And so now we come back to that question about Rahul Gandhi. He talks good. He talks sense. But what he does and what he says is very, very different. For the past 8 months, I have been asking for a time to tell him that your people, your president or your person appointed in Punjab is not doing justice to Punjab. He's killing Congress in Punjab. I'm telling you, I'm just asking you for a seating to tell you that your party is being destroyed in Punjab. They've already sold the tickets. What tickets are you talking about? The tickets are already sold. So you look at people who are working under you. And if you're not aware of what's happening beneath you, then I'm sorry. You don't deserve that chair. You are responsible for what you are doing. So if you don't have time for me, I'm an educated person. I'm a gynecologist. I was earning 40 lakhs a month. My husband earns nearly 25 lakhs a day. So, leaving that and coming to 1.5 lakhs of salary, because we don't go outside the salary.
Okay.
So, we have nothing. We have no businesses to do. I'm a doctor. He's a law officer and a probationary officer in the bank and a cricketer and a commentator and a TV actor. He left everything for Punjab. And you promised us a deputy CM post with 7 departments. And me as a MP. And you gave us nothing. You gave us local bodies and tourism, and you wanted them to be run according to the CM. Giving all the tenders to all the other people who just wanted. And then what is there? Why are you talking against corruption when your own people are corrupt? And you're liking those corrupt people around you. The people surrounding you are totally corrupt. So how can you tell? And you have no time for the honest people who want to come and tell you that, okay, this is going wrong. You're not going to win Punjab because of what's happening. They're fooling you. And if you don't want to meet us, then okay, cool. I don't want to live in that party where I can't communicate with my leader.
You have said that he still tries to be in Gandhi's family's mindset where he doesn't find time to listen to people. And
probably it's been gifted to him. He has not worked his way through the lower steps to actually be on the lower ground. I think it's very important to be grounded. What's happening at ground zero is very, very important for anyone. If you're not working, I was MLA, I was working at the ground level. I didn't need anyone to tell me what's happening in my area. I knew it because I was walking 5 hours a day in my area. So you have to be in touch with the ground reality to know. You can't be living in a dream world where you know nothing and you are just trying to listen to people who get together, form groups and come and tell you that, okay, no, this Navjot family is very, just because we are honest and we go away. They don't listen to anyone. We don't listen to you're doing corruption. We are listening to everyone. But you come only for this, that you give us tenders, that you clear this file. How can we do it? We've been honest through our life. We've just gained this confidence of the people of Punjab, of the people of India, by being honest and struggling, financially because of that. There's only one, I think probably one such local bodies minister who actually went bankrupt during his ministry. Because it's not easy to run a houses on 1.5 lakh salary. So you need good people also, no? Like you can't point a finger at Modi. Try to touch him. Does he have a penny? Does he have a file against him? Try touching him personally. There is nothing against him. Surrounding people, they do what they want to do. Because in politics, you can't survive. You need everyone around. You need people, you need to be in contact with people who will actually do businesses. And you are working for, and you go to the poorer section, you go to UP, the yogi, 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 yogi. That's coming from the people. They're singing bhajans of yogi. Why? Because they're being provided with something. You can't force anyone to say something for you. When people talk, you are there actually in front of the people, and they decide this is the one. So like, we have worked professionally. In television, Navjot is what he is. He's being paid and considered good according to what capacity he has, and what talent he has. Hair talent is not recognized at all. This is the only profession where, okay, you are honest, you are truthful, you are upright, okay, go to hell. No one needs you. You just need a corrupt person who allows corruption. And yes, you will make 5,000 CR, all of you, and go to hell with Punjab. That's why you lost Punjab. You lost Punjab because of that. You had the CM who's now facing ED. So what will 10,000 CR or 20,000 CR do to him? He's after all now 85 years old. You have to leave now. And the only two things that will go with you, that leaders, that preachers, that your gurus have taught you, is selfless service and the time spent in meditation, in union with the higher consciousness, so that you can work accordingly. Because then when you speak the truth. When you work selflessly. You work for the people. You don't sit on the chair. You use the chair which is being gifted by God to you to do good for mankind. You don't sit on the chair and say, I. There is no ego. There is no I. So I am here because I'm not there. I'm no one. No one knows me here. I'm just by myself. So I love the feeling of just being here and doing what I'm wanting to do, meditating when I'm wanting to do, eat good food, be in the presence of a guru, learn lessons. So this is the way out. If I would ever get a chance in life to do something for India or for Punjab, the first thing I would say is mandatory early morning yoga for children, your scriptures for 1 hour, your meditation. Depending on what culture you follow. That is the most important thing of your life. Then you come to subjects, no. Subjects don't matter. What matters is you being a good human being. You might be whatever you are, but if you're not a good human being, and you know what God says? God says, I give you a choice to live. So God gave me a MLA, a Minister of Health. Now the worst thing is people think that chair is mine, I sit on the chair and do whatever I want to do. It's not that way around. He's watching you. He's seeing that I have given her that chair to work. Let me see how she works sitting on that chair. And I'm also very smart. I don't sit on the chair. I tell all the people around me, okay, now we've got a chair and that has that power. So all of us will use that power to get something good out of the chair. And otherwise also, your choice is given to you by God. He'll say, I gave you a MLA, I gave you a ministry, I made you a gynecologist, I made you a minister in politics. What else do you want? I gave you all the money you wanted. I gave you houses, I gave you cars, I gave you everything. And in return, if I ask for money, what most people do, okay, you come here, all the senior officers, maybe police, maybe IS, 70% I must say in India are corrupted. All politicians. Give me money, I'll do your work. Give me money, I'll do your work. Give me money, I'll do your work. What is that? That's a beggar. So God will say, I gave you what? A ministry, a doctor, a MLA, houses, and you chose to be a beggar. So in next birth you be a beggar. So whenever now you see a beggar, now you will know what they've done in their past lives. So I choose not to be a beggar, but to be a channel for God's grace to flow through me and deliver something good to the people, or in the process evolve myself to a level where there is no difference between anyone, no caste, creed, nothing else matters, because as a doctor we have experienced that. Our chakras open to the heart. Being a doctor, I can't say, oh, she's a VIP's this thing lady, I have to deliver her this way. She's a rickshaw puller's wife, I have to deliver her this way. No. What matters to me is the life of the patient and the life of a baby. So that is my patient and my baby. So we are already out of all this. So there is no religion, no caste, no color. God gave it just to differentiate, just like we play games, just to make that. Otherwise, we are all a one. It is one world, one consciousness flowing through everyone. You just have to realize how much you can. You know, you have to uplift your soul to that level of consciousness. We actually are using 10% of our brains. If you are into meditation, you can reach 100%. But when you reach 100%, you'll see everything one. There'll be no differentiating between anyone else. This is the place where these gurus have reached. And they're helping us in the process to reach there, where we are believing and knowing that everyone is on the same page. They are same line. All the trees are mine. I'm not restricting myself. All the universe belongs to me. I'm here just to make it a better place. I'm not restricted to my house, my car. This grass is mine. This land is mine. These trees are mine. These birds are mine. This earth is mine. This sky is mine. I need to keep it pure. And my body is also not mine. It is there just as a temple or a gurdwara because it is holding my soul. So in my body, I'll not take any bad thing. Whenever I take something in my body, I have to know that, okay, is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a good thing, I will take it. It's a bad thing, I will not take it. Because my body houses a soul, which is a pure soul, which is a part of the universal consciousness. That is, God is residing within you. God is not residing outside somewhere. Where are you looking? Close your eyes and look within. He's within you. So, for that realization, grateful to Sadhguru, grateful to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, who's my Krishna. He's my Shiva. So, I've been working since long years to do this, and it's a blessing because when you come here, I want Sadhguru and his team, and if God gives me an opportunity to serve Punjab or any other place, so I would like Sri Sri Ravi Shankar and Sadhguru to help me in a way that each and every person is taught yoga and taught meditation, because when we teach them that, they'll themselves get rid of all the addictions and everything, and they'll start working in life, and that will be a selfless service towards people.
And in the forthcoming years, are you again going to enter into politics? You have any idea?
I have no idea. I leave myself to what God has planned for me. I'm very happy, going through my spiritual journey. In that process, I was first a seat by Modi ji. I was gifted a seat by him. I was seeing patients in the line. When I got this message, okay, no, they're saying you have to fight as MLA. I said, what? No ways. I can't give my overall. I was crying and I had to remove my overall. And next day I was like 9 o'clock, okay, I'm not going to the hospital. That's not done. But then everyone said, I met Sri Sri Ravi Shankar also, he said, no, it is a bigger seva. As a doctor, there are many gynecologists, but probably as a health minister, you will be able to do much more for people. So that I did. And they let me do it. That was the BJP. We didn't go along with the Akalis, that's why we left them. Because they refused to part way with the Akalis, who were very corrupt. So now, I have not met them, no one has offered me anything. Whatever happens, what was bad, I removed it out of my life. Because I can't beg for time from people. If you have time for me, I have time for you. I'm sacrificing everything for my own soul purpose, not for you, but to do something good for people, which I can do otherwise also. I can open up a Sidhu Foundation, I can work as an NGO, I can work for Sadhguru, I can work for Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. At least I'm in the safe hands. I know if I'm working, I'm spreading this, I'll be gaining a lot. So, let's see what destiny has in plan for me, what Sadhguru will put in the ears of the Vaheguru in the Supreme Consciousness, that will happen. Because they know how to communicate, I don't know.
So finally, did you get a chance to tell that Rahul Gandhi...
I tweeted, you check my tweets.
Yeah, tweeted this thing?
Yeah, you check my Twitter, you'll know. Because I'm very straight, I talk straight. And I don't disturb people unless they disturb me. But if you pinch me, then I'll kick you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice travel journey.
Thank you so much.